Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Storytime Society. I'm your host Jamie, and this is my first guest ever.
Hi guys, it's me.
This is Sam. We used to have a podcast together, which we're going to talk about at the end of the episode.
Yeah,
so stay tuned if you want to hear some drama.
The full details, the juicy drama.
So juicy. Get your drinks. We both have.
I have 3.
Yeah, she has 3, but I have a brown sugar shaken espresso, don't you?
No.
Oh.
It's like coffee.
Did you just press the automatic one at 7-Eleven?
I did the espresso with
stuff?
chocolate in it.
Oh.
So like a mocha.
Yeah, they have good stuff there.
Yeah, it was good.
7-Eleven has actually good coffee if you use the latte thing and you do the double espresso, and then they have milk and stuff, and it's so cheap. It's only like...
It was $2.62.
He always charges me for this redhead guy that is always in there when I go. Mm-hmm. He charges me for a medium usually, so it's like $189.
Okay, slay.
I feel like he is like so nice to me. So
he's in love with you, prob.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, but anyways, we're just gonna get straight to the first story.
Yay! I'm excited.
Okay, the title is, Am I the Asshole for Kicking My Fiance Out of the House After Finding Out She Lied About Being Infertile? My fiance, 30 female, and I, 33 male, have been together for 4 years and engaged for 1. Early in our relationship, she told me she was infertile due to a medical condition she had in her teens. I was fine with this, as I've never really wanted biological kids and figured we could explore adoption if we ever changed our minds. Fast forward to last week. I came home to a positive pregnancy test sitting on the bathroom counter. At first, I thought she might have been helping a friend, but when I confronted her, she broke down and admitted she's not infertile, and she never was. Apparently, she lied because she thought I'd leave her if I knew she could have kids, since she knew I didn't want them. Here's the kicker. She says she stopped taking birth control a few months ago without telling me because she wanted to see if I'd change my mind about fatherhood, if it just happened. I was furious and told her this was a massive betrayal. I feel like my trust in her is shattered. She argued that she did it because she loves me and wanted us to have a deeper connection through a family. I told her I needed space and asked her to leave the house. Now she's staying with her sister and texting me nonstop, saying I'm overreacting and being cruel by kicking out the mother of my child. Her family is also chiming in, calling me a deadbeat dad for abandoning her during pregnancy. I'm struggling because I never wanted kids, but now one is on the way and I feel trapped. At the same time, I can't get over the fact that she lied to me for years and manipulated me into this situation. Am I the asshole for asking her to leave, or am I justified in needing time to process this betrayal? That's so easy.
What do you mean?
Like,
he's an asshole?
No.
Oh.
You're not an asshole. I feel like that should be illegal to do that.
I feel like maybe she should have just talked. I'm confused by people in relationships that don't talk to each other.
Or don't know anything about each other. Like, you guys have been together for 4 years, and why would you think she would be taking birth control if she was infertile?
I clocked that too. I was like, why was she on that?
Like, what? You wouldn't be like, why are you on birth control? You never asked that?
No, guys, maybe he did, and she was like, oh, I just take it because my periods are
cramps?
Bad or whatever.
Yeah, because obviously there's more reasons than just
but still
preventing pregnancy. But, like,
she could have just been like, hey, I lied because I wanted to date you. Like, sorry, I am fertile. Like,
yeah.
Whatever. And then it would have been fine. But making him have a baby
that he doesn't want, that's crazy to me.
That is crazy. I don't feel like he should have kicked her out, though.
I don't either. Because, like, you're also engaged, so, like, you should probably
just talk.
And it's fine if you want to break up, though.
Yeah.
Like, I would still want to break up.
Or, like, maybe you want space, so you leave because she's pregnant.
Yeah. That's true.
No offense to this guy. That sucks that you are now having to be a dad.
Yeah,
but
I feel
like you should start by being a good one.
I don't know. I feel bad because I feel like he should have a choice, but obviously he doesn't. And I know it's always, like, obviously it's the woman's choice which she obviously wants to have a kid.
But why would you get engaged to someone that you know doesn't want to have a kid?
Exactly. But that
doesn't make sense.
I feel like that happens a lot, like thinking you can change someone.
No.
But you cannot.
No.
You can't change someone. Especially with kids. Kids is such
a big thing. That's going to make it way worse, honestly.
Would you break up if that happened to you? If you were the man in this situation?
I can't even fathom that occurring to me because
I
I
would,
just don't even understand how men think.
yeah, that's true. But I feel like
I
I would
can't.
for sure break up because the manipulation of it and the lying.
Yeah,
Like, what else are you lying to me about?
I would be confused. I would be like, why didn't you just talk to me?
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you? Why do you feel like you can't talk to me about this?
Yeah, that's true.
Like, what did I do
You guys
to
are getting
make you
engaged.
feel
And
like you can't talk to me?
yeah. But that's honestly
'Cause-
a lot of relationships, I feel like.
yeah.
That's crazy.
No, that's.
But it is
You should break up with her, though, I feel like.
it is interesting how he's like, I've never really wanted biological kids and figured we could explore adoption if we ever changed our minds.
I wonder why he doesn't want biological.
Saying that he would might change his mind.
But why wouldn't he want a biological kid? Why would, no offense, but like, why wouldn't you want that? If you want a kid, if you change your mind and you want a kid, why wouldn't you want it to be yours?
Yeah, but like obviously they didn't have that option, so maybe he was just saying that
Oh.
because she was infertile,
Oh, yeah.
and he's like, we can just. I don't know, but that's crazy.
So I feel that this man is not giving us the full story.
That's always how it is. There's always more
Mm-hmm.
to the story than just that, because this is a very short story for
Right.
something so crazy. Like,
There should be way more to the story.
that's really crazy. Honestly, I'm like,
And she doesn't have friends or anybody, clearly, because if I told you that, you'd be like, please don't do that.
yeah, I would be like, wait, that's crazy.
You're like, hey, so I got off my birth control and I've been lying to my fiance for 8 years or whatever, 4 years, and I think I'm just going to make him get me pregnant. You'd be like,
Huh?
what?
Like, I always see titles of stories that are like, she was poking holes in our condoms and stuff, and I'm like, why?
Why do you want to be pregnant by this man who does
Doesn't
not want you, barely even? You have to get this man to stay with you by forcing a baby into your own self? Don't put yourself through all that.
Just go find another man that wants a baby.
Just go focus on yourself for a little bit.
Yeah, and like maybe develop a little bit more of like an emotion. I don't know,
Your frontal lobe.
Yeah, like emotional intelligence a little, because the fact that you think it's okay to trap someone into a baby is crazy. But then again, like on the other side, obviously she's pregnant now, so it's like you kind of don't have a choice. So you can't really like just kick her out and be like, okay, go live on the streets now, you pregnant woman, bye.
Figure it out.
It's okay if you don't want to be with her though, like
She did that to herself.
that's totally fine, but still like support. Okay, some of the comments are saying, not the asshole, cancel the engagement and show her the door out and get a lawyer.
Oh, not the lawyer.
This comment is correct. The relationship is over. And when you look for a lawyer, find one with experience in reproductive coercion abuse. This is such a fucked up thing to do to someone.
Ooh. Oh, this is illegal. I did not realize.
I said that it should be illegal, but I didn't know it actually was illegal. I mean, I would understand why, because not saying this is the same at all, but like when you have sex with someone and you don't disclose you have an STD,
that is illegal.
Is illegal because they didn't consent to that.
That's true.
Just like I feel like he didn't consent to sleep with her knowing that she's fertile
and not on birth control.
Yeah. And like even more fertile because she's not on birth control.
That is so crazy.
So
even when I was like 19, I would like lie.
Yeah, but doing like a life-changing decision to someone,
I would never actually
crazy.
get pregnant. I would only pretend I was.
What?
Like I would just be like, I think I'm pregnant. Like, you know?
Yeah. Whenever I would miss my
actually.
period for like a second, I'd be like,
just get serious. I'm pregnant. And
yeah,
like really? I'd be like, maybe I could be.
That's so scary. Okay, someone said last year you and fiance were 20 and 22 and she was older. How did you age so quickly? Wait, what?
What did that say?
I'm assuming there was like another story written on their page or something and they were 20 and 22 or something. So now they're thinking that this is fake. They think every story is fake on Reddit. Every Redditor thinks every story on Reddit is fake.
I know.
I'm like, then get off Reddit.
I think every story on Reddit is real.
I think every story is real too. I'm not kidding. It could be the fakest story, and I don't think it's fake until the comments are like, "This is fake," and I'm like, "Is it real?" I didn't even consider that as an option. I'm so gullible that I just think like, and so like naive that I just think everyone's always telling the truth. But at the same time, it's like crazy stuff like this probably did happen. So
They had to have come
Even
up
if it
with it
didn't happen
somewhere.
with you, it could have happened in the world somewhere.
It's like their friend's story that they posted. It's fine.
Not the asshole. What the fuck? This is so wrong on so many levels. She's baby trapping you and gaslighting you. You never wanted kids and made that clear. Not only did she lie about being infertile, she lied about being on birth control.
Interesting.
Yeah, everyone's very, very mad at this person.
Oh my gosh.
But I do stand behind the fact that, like, you should still be...
You should be
at
nice.
least kind. I mean, you can be pissed off, but you can also be like, you're also pregnant with my baby.
You can go to your friends and be like, that fucking bitch.
Yeah.
And then go to her and be like, we're done, but it's fine. You're pregnant. Take your time. I'm going to go for a week and you figure it out. You don't have to be mean to her. I mean, you should be able to be, but she's pregnant, so be nice to her.
Yeah.
She's growing your child.
Kicking her ass out on the... Where is she going to go?
With her sister. She's all right.
It's kind of sad. Okay, well, we're going to go to the next story. Trigger warning.
Trigger warning.
Okay, my female 25 boyfriend cheated on me while drunk at a bachelor party and still hasn't admitted to it. Oh. Should I just end things with him? Okay.
Probably.
My female 25 boyfriend, male 28, have been dating for about 3 years, and we currently live together. He has a brother, male 31, who is getting married very soon. He is his brother's best man and, of course, was invited to his bachelor party. It is okay since I get along well with his brother, and I'm invited to the bride's bachelorette party that will be later this week. Everything was okay, but like at 2 a.m., my phone started ringing and got a lot of messages. When I went to see what it was, I saw that one of the guys at the party took my boyfriend's phone and was sending me images and videos in real time of him having sex with a naked woman.
You're lying.
He looked half dead and fainted while the woman was moving so aggressively on top of him, and the other guys were cheering, throwing alcohol, and doing other crazy things. The guy who took the phone was screaming, "Your boy is having so much fun right now." I tried to see what was going on, and one of the first videos showed him receiving a lap dance from this girl while visibly drunk but very much awake. He kept sending me stuff, but I was so upset that I blocked my boyfriend's number so they couldn't send me anything else. I tried calling his brother, but he didn't pick up. And then I tried calling his dad, who wasn't at the party, but I thought could help, but he didn't pick up either. I just cried for the rest of the night until I just fell asleep. And then his friends brought him back around 11 a.m. They had to help him walk, and after I opened the door, they left him at the sofa and just left. He just slept in the sofa and said nothing and woke up at 4 p.m. with a hangover and not remembering when he came back home. His phone was missing and he had no idea who could have had it. We had barely spoken, and I haven't mentioned the infidelity yet because I'm expecting him to be the first one to bring that up. But it's been 2 days and there's just silence, and he looks kind of scared. Maybe he knows his friends told me and showed me everything and knows our relationship is over. I don't know if it really is over, but this is his fault, and I don't want to be the first one to say the obvious. I need some help on how to move forward. I don't know if I should tell the bride what happened at the party.
Is that the end?
What is wrong with people not communicating in their relationships? He's going to be the first one to bring it up.
As soon as he gets home from that, you should have dumped water on his stupid ass head and said, "Wake up, stupid. What are these videos, you big dumb idiot?" I would have had them up on the TV ready, cued and ready to go. I said, look
what you
look at yourself. You're still drunk, but watch. Watch.
But it's kind of scary that
he looked like he was not awake for the last part.
Like, he could have been S8, I feel like.
That's what it's...
He fainted while the woman was moving aggressively on top of him?
Were they naked, she said? Or was she just giving him a lap dance and it looked like they were having sex?
The girl, she says having sex with a naked woman.
Okay, so the girl was
I'm not sure. Maybe he just wasn't and his pee-pee was out. But that's really... Wait, I'm actually kind of confused because is there an update? Like, I feel like he got essayed. Maybe he's not bringing it up because...
He probably doesn't remember.
Yeah, he probably... At all. No.
That's why I would be like, watch the videos and then please write me a 5-page essay about what is going on.
It would be so hard because I'd be so upset. I'm just thinking, like, if I were in her shoes and Jack did this and like his friends were sending this, like, I'd be so pissed, but then at the same time I'd be like, wait,
is he okay?
Looked like you literally weren't alive, so like, are you okay? But then at the same time, I'd be like, but you also like cheated on me. And so.
Yeah, but like, did he?
I don't know.
It's giving. I don't think he did. But I don't know what the video was.
I'm trying to find this
No.
story. I hope it's actually still available.
I'm still, again, same thing. Like, why are they not talking to each other for 2 days?
It is a little crazy.
Because I seriously, like I said, would have been like, wakey, wakey. What do you have to say for yourself, you big dumb idiot?
Have I read this before? I'm like having flashbacks. Okay. Am I the asshole for not believing my ex-boyfriend's story about what happened at his brother's bachelor party and telling the bride? Hello, Reddit. I had a boyfriend until some days ago. I've told this story like too many times in real life already, and I'm tired, so I'm going to be quick. He went to his brother's bachelor party. Okay, we already know about that. After 2 days of silence, I confronted him about what happened. He said that he didn't really know. I showed him the videos I was sent from his phone by someone else, and he looked horrified and said he was almost basically unconscious. The problem is that he is clearly hard, and I have a hard time believing it could be so hard while drunk, so I told him he wasn't telling me the full story. He said that they were drinking, they brought that girl so they could make the party funner for the guys, and next thing he remembers, he wakes up on the sofa. When he gets drunk, his body loses strength and then falls asleep, so him being hard is what makes me not believe him. We had an argument and he was crying and saying he wouldn't cheat on me on purpose, but his story had so many holes that I couldn't take it. He begged me to believe him, but I had way too many videos of him having sex with a random woman to even look at him in the eyes, so I left and went to my sister's place. I then phoned the bride to tell her what happened at the party, and next thing is, so many of the guys at the party had a lot of explaining to do, and the wedding ended up with half of the initial guest list attending. My ex-brother has berated me for ruining his wedding, and I've been told that my ex is way too depressed because of what happened, and he blames himself. I've been told that I've destroyed him, but I can't stop thinking about the videos and imagining the other women jumping on him while the guys cheered. So I wonder if I'm the asshole in this whole situation. I'm just feeling terrible for everything. Edit about what everyone is saying happened to my ex. I addressed that on a post on my profile. I think it's too hard to talk to about it right here. Also, the wedding already happened, ended up with way less guests than they expected because many people said they wouldn't go after hearing what happened at the party.
Oh my God.
The bride wanted to postpone it, but they couldn't get refunds on anything, so they decided, so they did the wedding more or less as they planned. The bride's bachelorette party also happened. I was invited but didn't go. Of course, I didn't go to the wedding. I'm on good terms with the bride, but her new husband says I ruined everything. Some of the ways that this girl is writing is really pissing me off, but I'm like having to.
Ruined everything is crazy when you're the one who brought a random girl to make it more funner for you.
I can't believe the bride got married to him.
I'm scared.
I mean, I know that I don't know if he did anything, if the groom actually did anything, but if that happened, at my fiance's bachelor party, I would be
appalled.
So pissed. And also, if he wasn't being like, that was so fucked up, and he was like saying that this girl ruined everything when clearly it wasn't her fault at all, then I'd be even more pissed because I'm like, are you delusional?
Yeah.
You're saying that's okay?
It sounds like it was the groom's idea to bring this girl.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he's perfectly.
Because he's 31. First of all, as a 31-year-old, that is not 31-year-old behavior.
That's insane behavior.
That's crazy. And if I ever have anyone doing that at their bachelor party, you know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to, girl.
Seriously. Would you be mad if they had a bachelor party and like there were strippers there, like stripping for them?
I think
but not
if
like
they
sexual...
went to a strip club in public, I wouldn't be mad. If they hired strippers to come to a house,
what if they went in the back room with
no,
the
immediately
strippers?
no.
How would you know though?
You better make sure I don't find out. If you're you better not be doing that.
Like
girl.
They're doing private dances and stuff.
Because I used to go to strip clubs a lot when I was younger. I don't know why.
It's okay.
But my friends, like ex, they weren't really dating. I don't know. It's a weird thing. But he was friends with strippers. And we used to go to the strip clubs all the time. And that is not innocent things happening in the back room. And these girls are doing drugs and sleeping with you. This is not an innocent, like, she's gonna strip for me in the
She's
back
just gonna
room.
do an innocent little
No,
lap
that
dance.
girl is looking to be a prostitute for the day. No offense.
Yeah.
If you do that, that's fine. But I personally would not like my fiance to go to that.
No, I would not. I wouldn't even want. I wouldn't even want Jack to go to the strip club. Period.
I'll go with you.
What are the intentions? Like, I mean, I
Yeah,
also
I get
agree.
it.
I would go. Like, I wouldn't be like, let's go to the strip club. But like,
Yeah.
a couple months ago, we were out with like a bunch of his friends that I'm also friends with,
Right.
and they were saying like that they
I
were gonna
remember
go to the
this.
strip club, and I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna come because like I like his friends. I wanted to hang out with them
Yeah.
more, and I was like, it's not
going.
that I'm like insecure, but if Jack was like wanting to go to the strip club and he was like,
Yeah.
I want to go to the
Has he
strip
ever
club with
been
my
to a
friends.
strip club?
Yeah, we went together.
Oh,
That's the only time
never
we've
been.
both been to the strip club.
Yeah.
It was like a Tuesday night because his friend's birthday, and it was like so
I
lame.
don't even like understand the point of a strip club, honestly.
It's for the desperate men.
It's for like incels.
Yeah,
No
100%.
offense.
And that's like another point too, is that it's like unattractive to me.
Yeah, it's fun when you're like in your 20s and you're like 23 and you're like, let's go. It's because
Yeah.
we're so drunk and they stay open so late so you can just stay there all
Mhm.
night. And as a girl, like, guys will buy you drinks because you're a girl.
Yeah.
So it's fun
I
to
just
go
feel
when
like
you're
it's
young,
like
but like,
when guys are like wanting to always go to the strip club, like that's
That's
unattractive. Like that's weird. Like why can't you just go?
can't you just look at my boobs?
Yeah,
Why do
can't
you
you-
have to look at theirs?
Can't you just go? You can't like get a girl
Go
to
on
hook
Tinder.
up
It's
with.
not hard.
Yeah, Tinder is so easy. Like you can swipe and
You
find
could
your
literally
perfect
go
girl.
ding ding ding, meet me at the strip club.
Yeah.
At least you're not alone.
No, seriously. But
I feel like he maybe was because she makes a good point about the boner.
that's the thing though, is that like
Did they drug him?
yeah, because you can still get boners if you don't want one. I mean, I know when you're drunk it's a lot harder, obviously.
Yeah, but I
But
feel
like
like
if
they
you took a
gave him-
Viagra or
That's
they
what I'm
put a Viagra in his
saying.
drink or something.
Guys are weird. Guys are
They
like,
would
let's
do that.
take Viagra's at my bachelor party. Like
Or-
that's fucking.
yeah.
They're weird as fuck. Like
Or
that.
they're like,
so-
oh, I put a bunch of like I just dropped a bunch of Xanax in this person's drink at the party.
Oh my god.
Like, you know, they have those parties where they like secretly
No.
But like
They're giving people Xanax in their alcohol?
yeah,
Do
like
they want them to die?
I don't know,
I'm
but it's
scared.
apparently
I'm
the
never
thing.
going
Maybe
to.
it's just on Law and Order, but
Yes.
someone said, why would a third party record that?
Yeah, honestly.
Why would a third party send that to his partner, and how would they know which number was his partner's? How did they have access to his
probably
phone?
know her name. Maybe she texted him. Like, what do you mean?
You
That's
think
the
they have a
dumbest
bunch
thing-
of unsaved numbers in their phone? They're like,
It
this
probably
one.
says girlfriend with a heart next to
Yeah,
it.
or
Like,
whatever her name
yeah.
was. Like
I don't know, but that's giving me stress.
this girl. Okay, so this is the last post that she posted, but the title is about my ex's R word, but she put it in
Oh.
quotations. Okay, so I don't know where I could post this, so I'm doing it on my profile. So many people on my previous posts have repeated over and over again that my ex was R-worded, but I still don't understand it. Yes, he looked like he was unconscious at the party and in the videos, but seriously, is the being hard part that keeps me wondering. Some has said Viagra might do it, but combined with alcohol, when alcohol dilutes everything in the blood and makes every medication not be effective. And I've been essayed in the past. I know what it feels like and how it messes with your head, but like I was fully overpowered and the only thing I was able to do was screaming and that didn't help. I know technically men can be R-worded if they are penetrated, but I have a hard time understanding how the one who penetrates is being R-worded because that is the most important part about it.
Is this girl okay?
Also, my ex hasn't mentioned being R-worded once. He said that he wouldn't cheat on purpose, so he admitted that it was cheating even if he doesn't remember it. Like, I'm no expert, but I think I know more about getting assaulted than most people commenting. I don't wish it on anyone, but I just still don't see how that is SA. I came to Reddit to clear my mind, to vent, and ask if I did the right thing because the end of my relationship has been so hard on me, and I still need to deal with picking some of this stuff up at the place we shared together. I've been crying a lot and I feel sorry for him. I'm sorry if I offended someone. Anyway, I hope that some of you can understand my situation. I've had some few nice words and some support on my DMs. Thanks.
She
Not
needs to
invalidating him when he literally got SA'd.
She needs to delete that. That's really embarrassing.
I'm hoping she did because this is just a repost.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I'm actually
That's
so scared
crazy
of her
for her
saying
to
that
say-
men can't be raped
Unless they're
because
penetrated. Help. He was not screaming or being held down, so he must have not been. What do you mean?
that's really sad. Like, so you think that you have to be screaming and being held down
Considering
and fighting
how-
someone off to be raped?
No. No. I can tell you no.
Like, you can literally, it's considered grape even if you are just
Right.
so incoherently drunk
Yeah.
and you end up having sex
And you
with
don't
someone.
give, yeah.
And you don't give consent.
Even if you do give consent and you're drunk, it can still be sometimes
Yeah,
considered.
it can still be sometimes considered that. Like,
my thing is this, her point of like Viagra wouldn't be potent enough because he
What
was
are you,
drunk.
a scientist?
Girl, first of all, he could have been drugged by other things.
Yeah.
He could have been spiked. His drink could have been spiked. Like, that's a possible thing that occurs.
like when I was younger and I was abusing Xanax in high school, don't do it, guys. It's not a good idea. And you wake up the next day and you hate your life because you don't remember anything, and then you're like, all your friends are telling you what you did.
No, it's true. It's
But
true.
I would have like one drink of alcohol and I would take a couple Xanax and I would be blacked out.
Yeah.
I wasn't drunk. I was blacked out from
Yeah.
Xanax.
There
Like-
are other ways to be fucked up than just drinking a lot of alcohol.
And to still look like you drank a lot of alcohol. Like it could appear that he's drunk
Mhm.
because that's the only thing that you think in your little fucking pea brain. I can't believe she's such a bitch for that.
Yeah, he obviously is not going to be like, yes, I was assaulted.
Also,
First of all,
a lot
not-
of men don't want to say that they were
A lot
assaulted.
of women don't want to say that they were assaulted. Like, nobody wants to
Yeah.
be like, this is what happened to me. Especially when you don't remember and you have your bitch of a ex-girlfriend fucking attacking you and posting your assault on Reddit for the world to see.
And
And
like
telling the bride and making fun of him pretty much.
I feel like men, I'm not saying it's humiliating, but men feel like it's humiliating saying like
right.
that they got
Feel
got
like
sexually assaulted.
demasculated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, or they're like,
they think
I could have pushed her off like it's a girl, you know, like
right.
but obviously his behavior afterwards as well, being so depressed and being so upset and saying that he would never
Right.
cheat on her, and like obviously, yeah, I know a lot of guys are gonna like cheat and then be like, I would never do that.
But there
this,
is a
you have
video
proof.
of that. And if I saw that, I would be like, oh my God,
Let's
is he
go to the
alive? I'm
police.
calling 911.
Mhm.
Where is my boyfriend?
You weren't getting penetrated, so
Girl,
what?
Guys get boners when they're going to get a massage.
Literally, I'll say the word sex and Jack will have a boner. Yeah, you could just blow on their penis and they could get a boner. I'm not even kidding.
Just a gust of wind from the... Anyway.
I want to actually kind of punch this girl in the face.
Yeah, I hate that girl.
Especially because I'm
sucks.
extremely intertwined with the world of SVU right now.
Oh my
so,
God.
And Olivia Benson would never put up with this.
Yeah, it's just crazy that you felt like you could go on Reddit after posting that story and being like, what do I do? Am I the asshole? And then you post that story. Actually, yes, you are.
the asshole.
You are.
You are the asshole times 1,000. Especially
Yeah.
the longer you went on. The more you open your damn mouth.
She thought she did something.
She really did. She's like, I'm pretty sure I would know more than the commenters. You think no one else but you has been assaulted?
She's the only one who's ever.
I was screaming.
And only
God, I
girls
actually
can be.
can't.
Only because girls can be penetrated and boys can't.
That's such a terrible rhetoric to spread as well. Like,
How old is this bitch?
yeah, how old
20?
is she actually? She's 25, so
Oh,
she's a year
Her
younger than I
frontal
am.
lobe has not fully formed yet.
It
It's almost cooked.
Yeah, but girl, I think she needs to wait till she's like 35 for it to be fully, because
well,
clearly she's very behind.
I hope that she shows her new boyfriend this Reddit post and he leaves her.
No, seriously.
I don't even know if she has a new boyfriend. If she gets one.
Someone commented, well, this is depressing. And then she wrote it herself. He looked half dead or fainted and is denying he had been raped because he wasn't penetrated. The human body will react, but the fact that he can't even function and remember anything and had to be dragged home, I can't believe her thinking he couldn't have been sexually assaulted. Yeah, I hate this one. From the first mention of the videos, I was just assuming that this wasn't consensual. An OOP who knows her boyfriend can't fathom that this can happen. Awful. Her line of "it's only grape if you're penetrated." Jesus fucking Christ. My blood was boiling at that. Girl, the F is wrong with you. This is as bad as men not understanding women's anatomy. She flat out said he seemed unconscious and still doesn't get it. I would say he's better off without her, but I'm afraid her rejection of him is going to leave a scar. Telling a victim that they clearly wanted it is oof. So real. That's so sad.
Seriously.
I can imagine.
That's like not fair. Boys get boners again from anything.
And the account has been suspended. I just went to it to try to look if she posted anything else, but
she deserves to be suspended from life for at least 1 week's time.
Sorry. It's actually really sad. Okay. Next story is like so short, but
okay.
I think I read the title and I was like, this sounds interesting. So the title is, my 30 female ex-husband, 36 male, wants me to be a surrogate for him and his girlfriend because her body is too perfect to ruin. A few months ago, I made a post about my ex-husband. Since then, we have had little to no communication except through a third party because we have a daughter together. He does absolutely nothing for her. He asked for full custody because he didn't want to pay child support. I finally got him to agree to supervised visits and zero child support. The last 3 months, I haven't spoken a word to him, and he hasn't seen our daughter. But recently, he's been telling... What? He's been telling... But I hate when it does this and I don't know what they're trying to say. But recently, he's been telling about his hot 18-year-old girlfriend. The reason why he told me is because we agreed to tell each other about our relationships since the person would interact with our daughter. But he's always accidentally sending me nudes of bikini pictures of her or accidentally sending me messages meant for her. The other day, he told me that he wants to have a baby with her. He's irresponsible and she's immature, so they would make horrible parents. But he wants me to carry their child. Why? Because her teenage body is so hot and sexy, and that I'm old and used. I have no idea why he would even ask me. Why is he telling me about her body? Why does he want me involved in any sort of way? It's all so weird. Yeah, your ex-husband's actually a pedo.
Bro, what?
Like, he's a pedo, but he's going for an 18-year-old so he doesn't get in legal trouble.
I'm sorry, 18 years old, her body will snap right back after a baby as well.
Yeah.
So, like, don't you dare make me as a 30-year-old get all fucking blubbered out and my collagen is not even creating itself anymore. Let this bitch have her own baby. What are you talking about?
Don't have a baby.
Well, that too, but like, don't involve me in this, actually.
Does this girl actually want to have a baby with him? Because I'm concerned.
Maybe this is the people from the first story. The girl. That guy.
Dude.
I'm scared.
Like, don't... I mean, she obviously knows that it's weird, so she don't think that she's gonna actually do that for her ex-husband. And also,
what is she, like a dairy cow? What?
Yeah, and also like, maybe I'll carry your baby if you pay me $200,000 to be a surrogate.
A day.
Yeah, that's actually insane. And then him not talking to their current daughter that they literally have living on this earth, and then being like, make me another baby,
and also,
so that I can neglect that one.
Does the 18-year-old girlfriend know about this? Does she know that he wants to have a kid with her and have the other girl give birth to it?
I feel bad because obviously as like an 18-year-old or like a young person, you can get so manipulated by a man that is 36 years old.
Absolutely.
And that is just so sad because if she does have a kid with him and because you hear stories like this all the time where it's like they are so in love and they just want, like, they want to be with this person forever when obviously all he cares about is her hot and sexy teenage body. Like, that's...
Yeah, she's not going to be a teenager for that much longer. I don't understand.
And then he's going to throw her away and go try to have sex with the next 18-year-old and have a baby with her. I just don't understand why he wants to have a baby with her.
You don't even like the one that you have.
You don't even like this girl. You only care about her little teenage body.
Maybe... Never mind.
So why are you wanting to have a baby with her? Like, a baby's just going to distract her from giving you blowjobs or whatever.
Right. She's going to be tired and not even... No.
Like,
ew,
what?
That's so gross to be like, I don't want her to ruin her body. Like, He's
Ew, I
talking
wonder
about her
when she
cooch.
turned 18. Like, I still don't think 18, just because it's legal, and 36
No.
that is actually so scary. I even think 18 and 26 is weird. Like, that's weird.
That's
scary.
so scary to me.
But 36 is even worse, and
I don't
that's
understand.
literally like, ugh.
Men are gross. I don't get it. Why
It's
don't you
being a pedo, but not at the same time, because obviously it's legal. But like the legal part of it is a societal like thing. We decide what's legal and what's
You
not.
just should not and do not have anything in common with anyone that young.
No,
Like, you just don't.
it's really scary.
Like,
what do you guys
have
talk
you
about?
talked to an 18-year-old lately? They're just like, literally,
Skibbity.
skibbity riz, skibbity toilet.
Sigma, fluffy Sigma.
Ohio. Like, what are you guys even saying? Love
We
you, but
don't
what are you
know.
saying? And I can barely even talk to like a 21-year-old.
Yeah. Same.
At my
Jack's
old
brother is a
age.
21-year-old and like love him, but like he's very
We don't know what you're saying.
immature. He doesn't do all that. Like he's not like
Well,
all
no,
that.
but they're up and the skibbity rizzes of the world are up and coming.
No, I saw like a TikTok today and it was like a bunch of high schoolers doing like Sigma fluffy something with like their hair and
Dude, I'm
stuff.
scared.
I was like, what's
We did
happening?
not have stuff like that when I was in.
I feel like we had different things that we
No,
thought were cool at the
not
time.
like
That
that,
definitely
though.
wasn't. I don't know what it was.
We were not
though.
going around like skibbity
We were like
riz.
YOLO. That's what we were saying.
That's true.
YOLO and swaggy.
Swaggy or like eyebrows on fleek.
Oh my god, ew.
I put that on my esthetician school graduation cap.
Eyebrows on fleek?
Yeah, it's really embarrassing.
I'm glad we couldn't decorate ours because I would have put something embarrassing as well.
My high school one was leopard print duct tape on the top.
Leopard print duct tape?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
With
Do you remember the duct tape wallets? Did you make those?
No, girl.
Really?
No, my brother did.
Duct tape wallets. Oh, okay. I'm glad you know what it is at least.
Yeah, I know what a duct tape
like,
wallet
girl,
is.
That's crazy.
I don't like tape projects. I don't know.
Okay, some of the comments.
Anyway.
It's only January 1st, but I can confidently say he will win the 2024 prize for sheer audacity. It was a year. I guess it was posted a year ago.
Oh my god.
A little weird. Good grief. This guy needs to be a poster child for what went wrong during my lobotomy. Ask your lawyer to revisit child support and give him a good laugh. But if he can afford more children, save all that you can. Videotape him. Seriously, this would work to your advantage. Yeah, I'm not really sure why you would ever agree with this man to no child support. Like, although he probably
she
won't.
said that?
Yeah, she agreed with.
What the heck?
So that he wouldn't do take full custody of her. Which I understand that. Like, he was trying to get full custody of the daughter.
Well,
so she wanted to agree to like no
child support. I don't understand why he would want custody of her.
So that he didn't have to pay child support.
Yeah, but you don't even talk to her.
That's the only reason, is so he didn't have to pay. But I still don't think that
we need to revisit.
Yeah, revisit, please, because he probably won't pay, but like he's gonna be in debt and it's gonna be backlogged, and he's gonna owe so much.
They
money.
take that shit straight out of your paycheck.
Yeah, they can. I think
I used
after
to work
like
in HR.
Amount.
We used to get the letters.
Isn't it only after a certain like amount?
It can be like court ordered.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
because that's crazy. Crazy work.
And honestly, he probably has money if an 18-year-old is fucking around with him.
Yeah, true.
Because if you're 18 and you're sleeping with a 36-year-old, you're not sleeping with a broke 36-year-old. Usually.
Hopefully not.
That would be stupid if you were doing that, girl.
Yeah, that's stupid in general.
You could find someone way richer, and younger, honestly. You should just date
I was never
younger.
really like into... I feel like for me as like an 18-year-old, it was like I thought like 21 and 22 like was so old, and I would go for like those older boys. But I never went for like older than that. But maybe that's just because of the town that I grew up in. There was like, that just wasn't a thing in my town at all, to have like an older boyfriend like that.
There was like a 28-year-old I think I was like talking to on Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish is crazy.
From when I was 18. I think I just told you this story.
I think you did.
When he like...
About the Plenty of Fish guy.
Yeah.
But
I just didn't... I was uninterested, but I was like, has money. Maybe he'll buy my drinks.
Wait, weren't you 20-something? Or were you 18?
that was a different guy.
Oh.
I was 20. I was of age of drinking. I feel like if you're going to date someone younger, why are you dating someone that can't even go to a bar?
Yeah.
or a restaurant with you.
I feel like that would just, because guys are just, well, a lot
I
of
know.
men are
Watching
just
Gossip Girl
little pedos.
they're all just drinking martinis
That's insane.
at 16.
Yeah, that never happened. I was literally like going on the side of a
Yeah, I was just
liquor store being like,
Can you buy me alcohol? Do you think you could buy me some Trulies?
wait, not Trulies.
no, a handle of
My
vodka,
car's
the cheapest
lemonade.
one on the bottom shelf.
Yeah.
Literally. And then we'd have
Captain
that for
Morgan.
so long. So gross. Okay, someone said, I would not dignify that request with a response. Ignore it. I wouldn't even think about it. They probably sent it together to wind you up.
Oh, I have a feeling that the girl is not involved.
OP said, I did ignore him. Well, I told him to contact the third party, and that's all. That's good.
The third party?
Like, probably the people they
the-
communicate with through
yeah.
stuff. I don't know. So a lot of these people, like, have a certain app that
Mhm.
they communicate through so that it's, like,
Yeah.
it could be monitored if they needed it to use it.
If he's not paying child support and she has full custody, I would say sayonara, sucker.
What do you mean?
And be like, you cannot see your child, and I do not want to talk to you anymore.
It doesn't even matter because he doesn't even speak to the
I would
child.
block his number
Mhm.
and block him everywhere.
So I wouldn't even text him back and tell him to contact the third party. I would just not even text back because that's actually insane.
I would fall off the face of the earth.
I would probably screenshot it and put it on Facebook or something. And be like, look at what my ex-husband is up to.
What do you guys think of that?
Like, are you literally okay mentally?
No.
It's kind of scary, to be honest.
It's traumatizing.
Poor girl. I hope she gets out of that little 18-year-old.
Yeah, I hope she's okay. This was a year ago, so
yeah.
maybe she's 19 now.
Oh my god. Wait, let me actually see if there's anything.
An update.
Like, yeah, did she post anything else after? Mm-mm. She only posted 5 months ago about her 17-month-old being bullied at daycare.
Wait,
What?
the baby's only 17 months old? And she posted this 1 year ago? And it was 17 months old 5 months ago? So that was a 1-year-old baby?
She just had a child.
She just had the baby? And he was like, well, since you just popped one out for you could pop one out for me now.
Wait, the baby was actually
barely
5 months old.
Yeah.
5 months old. And he's like, so, you're 5 months postpartum. Are you ready to get pregnant with me and my 18-year-old?
Oh my God, what a dick. I'm sorry, girl.
That's so crazy. Okay, well.
Bye.
That's the end of story time. We're going to move on to the advice segment.
Ooh.
So if you ever want advice, the link is below. It's a Google form, and it's completely anonymous. Don't collect any information, not even your email. So you can ask anything you want.
That's fun.
This says, so, okay. I may sound like a terrible person, but here I go. So me, 20 female, basically ghosted my best friend of 8 years, same age. Yeah, sounds a bit harsh, and to be honest, it is. I know she doesn't deserve to be cut off this way, but I'm a coward. I don't know, she just causes me a lot of stress. She grew up in a terrible environment, and because of that, she doesn't know how to deal or cope with things, and she's suicidal. She's extroverted and talks to a lot of people, but she doesn't know how to make proper friends. Clearly, considering she's friends with me. But I feel like I'm abandoning her. I resent her, and she doesn't deserve to be friends with someone who resents her. I'm an asshole, I know. I don't agree with a lot of the things she does, and her thinking process and stuff. She basically just puts all of her problems onto me and makes me uncomfortable a lot. I try giving her some advice, such as this and that, and to get actual professional help from someone who's an expert on that stuff. I feel like I did my part, but it's just become a huge weight on my shoulders, and I don't know what to do. She doesn't know I'm ghosting her because it hasn't been that long since I stopped responding, but I'm just so lost. So, any advice?
That's so hard.
I mean,
because that's exhausting.
Yeah, it's not. I feel like we've all had a friend like this, kind of. Or like, they're just always super negative and there's always something crazy going on in their lives.
And they don't know how to solve it really themselves, or they won't.
Yeah, or almost like they kind of like to live in the chaos because they're so used to it because they grew up in the chaos. And like
True.
obviously that's not your responsibility, so it's like you don't have to stay friends with someone.
No. I think that if you want to stay friends with them, just
You could put
like
boundaries.
be honest with her
Yeah.
to a certain extent. Like you can't just be like, you're annoying me. Like
Yeah.
do it in a gentle way. Like maybe ask ChatGPT
Literally.
or like if you have a therapist, like
Mhm.
ask a therapist or get a therapist and ask them how to handle that, because I think it's important to have empathy for people, but you need to have empathy for yourself first.
Yeah, self-care is very important, especially if it's affecting your mental health.
Right. I think being honest with your friend and being like, look, I want to be there for you and I'll always love you, but right now I like need to focus on myself and my mental health and I can't deal with this drama, but obviously you can't say it like that.
Mhm.
You have to say it nicer.
Yeah, like yeah,
I just don't know how.
And like obviously her saying that was kind of her saying,
Mhm.
hey, can you go get therapy or
Mhm.
go talk to someone who's an expert on this?
Right.
I feel like that was a little bit of like opening the door to
Mhm.
giving her a little bit of like advice like that.
Right.
And I think after you talk to her, if she doesn't do anything and she truly just stays the same and she's not trying to like better
Mhm.
herself in any way or try to make things better for your friendship and putting an effort to not bring you into a
Right.
lot of stuff, then I think you could be like, hey, I just need some like space from our friendship and
Mhm.
maybe we can circle back in a little bit,
Right.
but for now I think it's just best for me if I take a step back
Right.
from
And
the friendship.
if you want to ghost her, do it.
Yeah.
Honestly.
If that's
Like
like
you don't owe anyone anything, but
yeah.
if
And
you
honestly, like I'm such a
I'm a ghoster. Such a ghoster, so I'm trying to not look at it from that.
Yeah.
So
Try to
it's
give a
the easy way out, and
it
I think it's
is.
not a
I've
good thing
always
to
taken the
do.
easy
Me
way
too,
out.
girl. I'll ghost a job.
I know, same. It's really bad. It's like
But you can't go
I'm
back.
at that moment in time, like whenever I'm trying to decide what to do, I'm like, I'm just gonna do it for my mental health. Like
Mhm.
it's better if I just ghost them. When in reality, like it's probably better if you actually have a conversation with them. But like
Yeah, but that's so hard because then you have to face it.
I know, and then it's also so scary because I hate confrontation. I hate
Mhm.
like because I immediately cry during confrontation.
Yeah.
Like I just like get so overwhelmed with confrontation in any type of way that I'll just like start crying. I'll get
Mhm.
angry or I'll just get upset and then I'll
Same.
cry and I'm like I
Yeah.
don't want to fucking cry in front of this bitch.
I
Like,
know. That's why, like, you could send her a message. Like, you don't have to sit down, like, face to face. Unless you feel like you can. I would be sobbing.
yeah.
But if you don't want to burn the bridge of this friendship, then I would definitely talk to her.
Mhm.
Take space if you need it. Tell her you want space or need space right now.
Yeah,
And
and then
figure
like
out how to talk to her. But if you ever want to be friends with this person again, then you need to talk to her.
yeah, you can't just like ghost them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I usually like if I'm ghosting someone, it's like I
Mhm.
know that it's
Yeah.
I'm never going to talk to this
Right.
person again. So it's like why would I even
Right.
give my energy to that? But I
Vibes.
also know that like ghosting is not a good solution, but sometimes it's
Sometimes it is a good solution.
yeah, that's true. Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it's like you've tried to talk to them and they don't get it.
Mhm.
So then you're like,
Bye.
bye, girl, I gotta go.
I feel like just
Or whoever.
yeah, like I actually recently, not that long ago, like last year or like 2 years ago, had a friend. I had a friend that was going through like kind of an abusive relationship, but
Mhm.
like I didn't really know about it until they were at the end of it.
Mhm.
And she had been treating me so bad leading
Right.
up to them like ending, and I didn't know why. She would just be like such a bitch and be
Aw.
like
Yeah.
crazy, so mean. And I would be like, why am I friends with this girl if she's gonna literally be
Be
like
rude.
so mean? I would try
Yeah.
to like because she would always come to me about her. They weren't even dating, but they
Mhm.
were like talking or whatever for so long. He just wouldn't like make it official.
Right.
And she would always come to me about it. And after a while, like talking to someone for hours on the phone about their relationship and trying to tell them like that they should break up gets so tiring when they don't listen to you or
It's
any of the advice that you're
so
giving.
annoying.
So it's like, oh
Don't
my
ask me
God.
for
Like I'm
advice.
literally drained. Like I would stay on the phone for hours with her and Jack would be like, are you still on the phone? Like, you should stop answering the calls. But I felt like
Mhm.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I felt like I had to keep answering because, like, I felt bad, obviously. But there's only so much I can do if you're basically just using me as a sounding board, and anything that I say and any
Mhm.
advice you give me, you aren't listening.
Right.
Which I understand that's what happens in, like, abusive relationships and stuff. But it was just so mentally draining and exhausting. And then finally I was just like,
Mhm.
hey, I actually don't like the way that you're treating me, so I'm not really gonna like talk or hang out with you anymore. And then I think like a month later they like ended things, and she came back and was like, I'm so sorry for treating you like this. I was going through all of this stuff, and like she sent
Right.
me a long message, and then we like talked on the phone, and she told me like all the terrible stuff that happened during their relationship that I didn't know about.
Right.
But I knew a lot of stuff that was happening. But there was like some physical stuff that ended up
Mhm.
happening that I didn't know
Yeah.
about until after.
Yeah.
And obviously I felt bad, but it's like at the same time, you're trying and trying and trying, and there's only so much you can do.
Mhm.
And yeah.
I feel like it's important to just like communicate with people, and also it kind of like goes back to what we were saying at the beginning. Like, if you don't feel like you can talk to your friends or your significant other or whoever, then
Mm-hmm.
you probably shouldn't be friends with those people or be dating those
Yeah.
people. Like, if you don't feel like you can sit down and be like, hey, I haven't been feeling great mentally because of this and bada bada ba, whatever, then I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I agree.
I haven't known you very long, and I feel like I could be like, hey, I feel like shit. I do that all the time, actually. I'm like, I don't feel good mentally. I feel like I'm dying.
Yeah. And
But,
that's
like,
like the thing
sorry.
is I don't want it to sound like I'm not there for my friends, and like I am just gonna like stop being your friend if you're going through something hard. Obviously that's not
But
the
it's
case.
not your job to
It's just
fix
like
them.
after so much.
Mhm.
And not only that, but like it's not like I just stopped being friends with her just because she was venting to me. It was that she started treating me like shit.
Right.
And then I'm like, okay, well, now I'm gonna
Mhm.
be being your soundboard for hours a day. And then on top of that, you're gonna be treating me like shit, even though
No.
I'm literally there for you, like through
Right.
everything. And I'm trying to like help you process all of the stuff that's happening. So
Mhm.
that's really like what obviously ended up
Right.
ending our friendship. But I mean, we're friends now because she apologized, which very like soon after,
That's good.
which is good. But it's
Right.
just like, I don't know, if you're gonna treat me like shit, like I will listen to someone yap for hours about stuff that they're going like that is going
Same.
on
Yeah.
in their lives, and
It's
like
exhausting,
the same
though.
thing over and over and over again. I've had so many friends like that I've
Mhm.
just been like, okay, and then like I'll give them advice, and then after a while I just stop giving them advice because it's like they don't want to
They
hear
don't
the
listen.
advice, and they're just kind of
Yeah.
telling you
For
stuff.
friends like that, I kind of like, I don't cut them off and I don't ghost them, but I just kind of like stop responding.
Yeah, slowly, like,
And then I'm like, still want to know what's going on in your life because you're my friend, but
mhm.
I can't be the person that's just constantly
Yeah,
like
you need a
solving your
therapist for
problems.
that. Bad.
Like, I also just don't have time to think
Mm-mm.
about that. I don't have time to even think about anything except for sleeping.
Yeah,
And
literally.
what am I going to eat for dinner?
Yeah, you need like
Like, I can't.
professional
Mhm.
help, and then
Yeah.
I just feel like those type of people will just go to the next person and find someone else that they can talk to about it. And then it's like, I'm not saying that you need to be like getting something out of being friends with someone, but a
No.
friendship is mutual, so it's like you should also be able to talk to them about things if
Right.
but sometimes it feels like it's always one-sided with that kind of friend that is just
Mhm.
like always having problems, and then it's like you feel like
Yeah, you feel
when
like
you
you
try to bring
can't have a
something up,
problem.
yeah,
Yeah.
or even when you do bring something up, it's like
Mhm.
they're not listening. Have you ever had a friend like that? Like they'll
Yeah.
just like completely dismiss what you said and be like,
Yeah.
actually, but
Anyway,
I have another
next.
problem that we need to
Yeah.
talk about. So yours can wait. Like
Right.
I hate friends like that. I actually have a friend like that
Is it
currently.
me?
No, shut the fuck up.
Me over here like, are we talking about each other? I'm just kidding.
No, I feel like
Is
we
this
don't.
story about us?
I feel like we don't really have
I don't
problems.
have
All we do is
anything
sit on
wrong
our
with me.
couches and like,
My biggest problem is like, is my laundry done?
yeah. I mean, we don't
No,
have
I
like
mean, we
that.
have
We don't have
problems,
much
but
drama in our lives to like talk
yeah,
about like that.
that's so true. I feel like the majority of my life is spent talking about other people's drama.
Yeah, Same.
I love that.
Which is why I love like reality shows
Yeah.
and stuff.
That's true.
I saw this TikTok the other day and it was like saying if someone says, or if you meet someone like a girl and they say, I hate drama, like stay away from them. And I'm like, I love drama. I don't love drama in my life, but I love like hearing about drama and watching like drama stuff. Anything dramatic is so fun.
That's why I wanted to be in HR so bad.
To just get all the tea.
Because I want all the tea. I want to know what's going on, who said what, who's doing what, who's getting paid what.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Knowing all the background information of
I
that stuff is
love
so
that.
fun.
So nice.
We wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I kind of was like, I feel like when I was talking about the friend in the abusive relationship, it actually was very related to the Brianna Chicken Fry and Grace O'Malley stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's literally what happened to them. But I wasn't friends with this girl for a long time. I had been friends with her for like a year when that happened.
How long have they been friends? Since they were kids?
Yeah. Since they were like 10.
Sad for them.
Yeah.
That's sad.
It's really sad.
I mean, I'm more sad for Grace.
I know, same. And it sucks because it's like you wish that they could see why this all happened. But like I've listened to the podcasts of her talking about the breakup and she's really blaming a lot of the stuff on Grace, saying like how she wasn't there for her during like her relationship and stuff. And it's like exactly what we're talking about. It's like sometimes you have to prioritize yourself. If it's a year of you going back and forth with wanting to leave this abusive relationship, and not only that, but he's being abusive towards Grace, like he was being abusive towards her. That's a different situation.
It's not anyone else's responsibility to solve your problems or have the answers for you or to fix you. You have to do it yourself. Yeah. So to be mad at someone for that is so annoying.
I know.
Actually.
And then it's like they just kind of fell off after that because I think there was just so much tension built up from that whole situation. And the thing is, it's like people are taking sides, but this stuff is so normal. This happens all the time in friendships. Like imagine your friendship breakups being filmed and like being
and
in the public eye.
They work together in the public eye for years. Like it's not just the podcast.
And talked about
like
everything.
Years before that that they've been doing. Like remember they used to like go to colleges. All
they
that
did
stuff.
College tours.
Yeah. Like I was kind of old for that, but I just remember they've been together all the time, working and friends. That's really fucking hard to do.
Yeah.
And didn't they live together?
They did live together, yeah. I think the first year
That's too much together.
Oh my God, yeah. I've had like, in college I had that type of friend where it wasn't even just her, but we were just together all the time. We had every single class together. We did everything the same together. We literally had a job interview together.
At the same time?
Yes.
Jamie, what do you mean?
It was like,
were you like
crazy
holding hands like this is Cynthia like and Ariana?
You
guys were like,
1, 2, 3, Datura. On Clematis, that like bar or club at night.
Whatever it is,
We interviewed to be bartenders there together, and we were being crazy. And he was like, "Oh my God, this is like the Step Brothers interview where they have like the interview together," and it was really funny. But like, we didn't get that job. But I thought we were going to because he really liked us. He loved us, but maybe it was too much for a professional setting. But
Probably.
It was literally so bad. Like we were just everything we did together.
Friends with someone like that too.
And then our relationship, when it ended, like I was so done with the friendship, even though nothing really happened. But I was so exhausted being like one with another person.
Oh my God, it's like fun at first. You're like, oh my God, I have a new best friend.
Yeah, you do everything with.
We're so fun. We're so alike. We're like sisters. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God,
it's too much.
I actually want her to die.
Yeah.
A little.
You're like with each other way too much.
Yeah. You look in the mirror and you're like, you look like her.
And you guys are like starting to wear all the same things and like
she's also next to you.
Having all the same mannerisms and stuff. Yeah, it gets bad. I feel like that is like just unhealthy at that point. But it's easy to do that when you're growing up and you have that. Like that's just kind of how it is when you grow up. You just have like a best friend that you're just
attached
with. Like now that we're adults, it's like not a thing.
It's kind of hard.
You can't be attached to someone.
What am I supposed to do? Follow everyone to their house?
Hello. Like no. But we were gonna talk about our little podcast that we had.
So we had a podcast. It was, should I say what it's called?
Yeah.
It's called Socializing. Tag below. Just kidding. We're trying to get residuals on our 100 views.
We're not even monetized on that channel.
It was fun.
It was really fun.
It was a fun time.
It was. We did it for like 6 months, I feel like.
We did it for longer than that, I think.
We did?
So yeah, okay, 6 months. Wow,
Yeah,
it feels like it was so long.
I know, because we were trying to fucking...
Every Friday of our lives, we filmed together at Jamie's house, and it was so fun.
Until
it wasn't fun.
Doing all the work.
Until we were doing all the work. We were always doing all the work.
I know,
what do you mean?
Like, finally realizing that we're actually the only ones putting effort into this.
Dude, it was crazy because we didn't talk to each other about our feelings towards someone or anything that was happening until like very recently.
We were just like, it's fine. I remember like she would bring it up in the group chat and be like, I feel like I'm not doing anything, and I feel bad you guys are doing everything.
It was fine. Like, it was never like, I'm mad at you.
No, but at the time I did realize, I was like, yeah, you're not doing anything. And then I was like, well, I would always try to give her an assignment. Like, well, maybe you do this.
Girl, I know.
And then we can all have our own jobs. And then she would do it for like 3 days and then stop. And I'd be like, hey, are you going to do this? Like, this is your responsibility. Right. And then I just started doing it. Because she would never do it. And I'm like, well, I want this to like succeed. I wanted something to happen with the podcast.
Me too.
So like, I guess I'll just do it. And then it would just end up like we get more work on our plates because we came up with more stuff so that she could do something. But then,
and now we have to do this extra work.
Yeah.
There was times when I was doing her work.
Yeah.
And my work.
Yes.
And you were doing your work and her work. We were like doubling. I gotta stay calm
really
for the
bad.
filming.
It was really bad. Like, I would be... I don't know.
It was just frustrating.
It's really frustrating when that happens. And then it's also like when you're putting in more effort and you want to do something and like you're making so much time for something and then like they're...
But then it was like this whole big deal when she wasn't on episodes. She'd be like, make us feel kind of bad for filming without her. But I was like, you never come. Like, you never can come on time.
Yeah.
You always are late. I drive over an hour some days because of traffic, and you can't even show up on time. What?
And it was actually crazy. And like, even we'd be like scheduling it like 3 weeks ahead, and then it would come to the day, and she would be like, "Oh my god, we're doing that tonight."
Yeah. Like, she'd be like, "I thought it was tomorrow."
Yeah, and we'd be like, "This has been scheduled for so long. What are you talking about?" We literally like, I would cancel plans.
Yeah, me too.
And be like, "No, I have this." And then it'd be like, oh, we're doing that? I didn't know that. And it was so frustrating.
And then we felt like too awkward to be like, let's just film anyway, kind of. Because we just...
And we also were just becoming friends.
Yeah, we like all barely knew each other.
Yeah, we were all becoming friends.
In July, pretty much. And then started making the podcast in October.
Like, literally.
Or like end of September.
3 months later? 2-3 months later.
Yeah, and we had all worked and then quit. In the same amount of time.
Yeah. And then we started to resent this girl.
The last time we hung out was at the beach.
And it was not a good experience.
We can't talk about that, though. Because I'll have to bleep out the whole part.
A lot of resentment was being built.
Yeah, and a lot of, like, kind of the same thing that we were just talking about. Like, we would give advice, and then it wouldn't be... it would fall upon deaf ears.
I mean, we could say so much worse stuff.
We definitely could, but we won't do that.
Yeah, so. And I'm sure everyone can relate. Like, I feel like a lot of the time, usually when it's like, when you have like a relationship or friendship.
So hard.
They're so hard. Especially when it's like friendship that you started all together, so you can't like,
you don't
like
know
you can't hang out. Yeah, you only know each other with each other.
Right.
Because you haven't like developed the friendship outside of being with 3 people.
We never, ever, ever talked outside of the group chat until we were watching Love Island.
By the way, guys, if you listen to my episodes, you know that I've talked about this job all the time with my psycho boss when I wasn't allowed to go pee without clocking out.
Yeah, that was where I worked
This is where we met.
We just should have been talking to one another about our frustrations way earlier on than we started to, because even after we started hanging out, we never talked about it.
Yeah, it was a little while before we actually started being like, wait, and you felt that way too?
We don't shut up about it ever.
And now we're always like bringing it up and we're like, oh my God, because it's like there's so much stuff that we could talk about and just be like,
Yeah.
it's crazy because sometimes when you feel like someone's not having the same experience and you're like, wait, because I would be like, oh my God, I'm crazy. Like, I don't know why, but I just can't vibe with this girl. Like, I'm trying so hard to be friends with her, but I just can't. Like, I can't get into it anymore. Like, at the beginning, it seemed like it was like fun to be friends with her, but then it started to become really tiring and hard to be
It
friends
was
with her.
always like we had to like kind of put on a show and entertain.
Yeah.
Like literally jesters being like, what should we do? Let's go. Like,
yeah, we could
have
never
to-
just like hang out.
No.
And
That's all we do.
be normal, like watch some TV or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was always like, I always want to do that because like that's like always. I feel like when you know that a friendship is good, is that when you can just
You
sit
can
on the
just
couch and watch
chill.
something, and you guys don't have to be like going out and going
No,
crazy.
it was always like,
yeah, I was always
"You
having
wanna
to go
go
out and
out?"
stuff.
like,
and we're like,
no,
not
I'm
really.
old.
I'm tired.
And I also live like an hour away from where you want me to go out, and my fucking boyfriend is at home. Like, where are you? And you're drunk in Delray. Like, why?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, it was always so much like.
And it was every week. It wasn't like once a month or something.
No.
It was like literally every week. And we tried to start filming too in one night so that we could take like weeks off, but then she would like reschedule and it would just
It would mess
she'd
everything
get
up.
so mad when we would film too.
Yeah, there definitely needs to be a communication, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the moral of this whole episode.
Literally,
is just
communication.
communicate with people that you feel like you can
Yeah.
and share your truth with the world.
But I definitely never really felt like we could because
no,
even
with her,
like
no.
little random things, like even just jokes and stuff like would
She
be taken
wouldn't-
so seriously sometimes with like the religion stuff, which I always talk about my religion, like my how I feel to them because
we should do
they
a religion
like they know
expose.
how I feel, and a lot of it I feel like a lot of them feel the same way because I've gotten a lot of comments about it
Right.
whenever I talk about it, about how like just shoving the
Ugh.
thing down your throat and putting all of your like
beliefs
onto other people, and you can't like have a separate. She said that she didn't think that she could be friends with us because we weren't as like religious as her.
Okay,
Remember
bye.
she used to say that all the time.
Yeah,
She used
because
to
I
be like-
wanted to bring a Ouija board to
Yeah,
the Halloween
for
episode.
Halloween.
It wasn't
like,
even a Ouija board. It was a Halloween decoration.
It was a yeah. It wasn't like we were
And I
gonna,
was gonna-
do a Ouija board with her. What?
Okay, then I won't wear my Ouija board sweatshirt.
Oh my god, it was actually so crazy. It's like I don't know. It's fine if you don't believe that,
We
but
don't-
I feel like we should all be able to coexist. That's how I feel.
No.
Like everyone should be able to coexist. Just because you don't believe doesn't mean that I can't be friends with you. Like
I
it
know.
makes no sense to me.
And
I'm
we
gonna
had
hang out
that-
with whoever I want and respect their religion or their
Right.
non-religion or their non-beliefs.
Right. I don't care.
I'm probably not gonna be like. I feel like for me it's religion or not even religion because I don't consider myself religious, but I feel like it's just like such a. It doesn't have to be. I'm not saying you have to be private about it, but for me it's like I have a private relationship with God
Right.
that I don't need to be talking about
I don't get why
to every single person.
No.
If someone is like relating with me and they're like, "Oh yeah, I feel the same way," then yeah, okay. But it's not like you have to be like, "Oh my god, you guys aren't religious. Like I can't hang out with you guys." That's crazy to me. But that's how people are. Some people, I guess.
I don't
Like,
understand how you can be like. I'm just gonna judge a person for if they're good or bad,
Yeah.
or like
If they have
nice.
like the same values as me and like they know,
Mhm.
which I don't know what my values are. Don't kill people.
Unless they're mad, unless they're murderers, or
Unless they're murderers, don't kill them. I don't know. Like if we vibe,
I feel like we have the same values, similar.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I don't know what that means, but I feel that we do.
I don't know what that
I
means
couldn't even
either.
describe it.
Me either.
I feel like we just are on the same wavelength. Like we just get it.
yeah. If you
Some
get
people
it,
you
get
just
it.
get it, and some people
You
you
just
just don't.
don't.
And that person was one of the people that just didn't vibe with
At
the
all.
vibe.
No. It
But
was
you-
always like something was always off, and it was like I just always felt so uncomfortable because I'm like,
Mm.
What?
I don't remember that we filmed an episode. I don't know if you've told them about this, but we filmed a Halloween episode where we were all in costumes and we got really drunk and we started talking about religion, but I don't remember anything that we said in that episode.
I don't really either, but I know
we
that
were fighting.
we were fighting about it. We were fighting.
I think it was...
Because she was pissing me off because she was making it seem like her religion is the only religion. Like,
well, that's what she thinks.
yeah, I know. And I'm like, that bothers me when people think that because why do you... And she would say stuff that makes it seem like she's like holier than thou.
Like, girl.
It would just be crazy to me because it's like, you're going to act like you're holier than thou just because you go to church once in a while or something.
Yeah. And
I grew up going to church. I went to a Christian college. Like, I'm like, I know what religion is, girl.
I can get married in a Catholic church.
Yeah.
Can you?
Hello?
No, probably not.
But that's like, it's one of my biggest pet peeves because that's how I've grown up is everyone around me, like my grandparents pushing religion and being like saying that being this way and that way is wrong because it's not in the Bible. I
saw something. I'll have to find it. It was on. I sent it to. Did I send it to you?
I don't know. What was it about?
It was about religion. I must have only sent it to Danielle.
Oh my God.
Which is crazy of me.
Broken.
Oh, it says, today I read a quote that said, a man created God because he couldn't accept that women created life.
Wait, what? I don't get it. I don't really get it.
Because like women create life. Like women are what gives birth. Literally,
they need to feel like they're above
women. Right. So
all the time.
Man created a giant man in the sky that said bippity boppity boo. Here's human, 7 days.
That's so true.
It's scary.
I feel like I've repeated myself so much about this. It's crazy to think that a human being can believe that they know something that no one knows.
If you know it and it's so true for you, live in your own truth.
But they're like, we need to save these people. We need to save them.
Let them go to hell if they want.
That bothers me so much. I'm like, even
maybe I want to go there.
Even growing up, like certain people that I like, religious people that I had been around would be like, if you are like with, I don't know, what's like another religion?
Muslim or like Hindu or Buddhist or
if you're
any of those things.
They'd be like saying how we need to save those people and convert them to Christianity.
The thing to me is crazy. I've seen videos of people saying like, oh, aren't you scared of going to hell? Like, no, girl, I don't believe in that.
Yeah. Why would you be scared about something that you don't believe in?
What do you mean you don't believe in that? I'm not your religion, so I don't believe
that
in
you
that
go to hell.
Location. I mean, I hope I go.
Girl.
It looks fun, but
I'm scared
not really. But what does it matter? Why do you care about this person that you don't know about their soul? Why do you care about their soul? If you don't know them or you don't care about them.
If you think you're going to heaven and you're going to like...
Oh,
girl, like, hello?
And then watch the show, The Good Place, and then find out that you're not good enough to get into heaven. Especially the way you guys be acting sometimes in the streets, girl. With the signs.
Uh-huh. That's the thing, too, is that those types of... The most religious people can be the most hateful people at the same time. It's like...
Yeah.
Like that tweet. There's no hate like Christian love or something.
What's going on? I know. It's so scary.
And that's so true.
I've never felt more unsafe than I do when I see someone holding the signs that are like, Satan,
you will burn in hell if you don't repent.
And then I love to walk by and pretend that I'm speaking in tongues and say, Hail Satan.
Wait, if you're speaking in tongues, that's like a religious thing. That means you're like,
I don't actually know what tongues is.
Tongues.
I just go, Hail Satan. And they're like,
no, they're probably literally so scared of
They're like throwing holy water on me.
Actually. They're like, you need to repent. Or they'll like call you a whore or something.
Good.
And it's like, thanks.
And watch my podcast, Socializing.
That was probably a really long rant about what?
I was going to read this quote, but then I realized that it was sent to me because look who posted it.
Oh my God.
I just thought we were making fun of this quote in the group. It says, you relax on a bus not knowing the driver. You relax on a plane not knowing the pilot. Why not relax in life knowing God is in control? I didn't even realize that Jax posted that. That's embarrassing.
That's crazy.
That I didn't notice that. I said my bus driver does not give kids cancer.
Shut up.
And that's the end of the podcast. I have to go.
I have got to go. ABCDFG, girl. Bye.
Thanks for having me.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and
sorry.
maybe we'll leave everything in, maybe we won't, but we're gonna
Maybe
definitely
we'll delete
think
the
about
whole.
it.
We're deleting this whole thing. Thank you.
Okay, love you.
Bye.
Bye.